Welcome to lesson 44 of numbers in operation, estimate with rational numbers. So now we're going to be talking about fractions and decimals today. So here's our objective. Here's our rules and notes. You can pause and read over them. So estimate the following to -1, -1/2, 0, 1/2, or 1 using a number line. So we want to just go over some basic rules for looking at these numbers. So let's make our fractions look like fractions. So 5/8, the -7/8, the -2/11, 4/9, and then 15/16. Now I know you're saying to yourself, Mr. Walls, what's the point of this video? Well, if you can just guesstimate where a fraction is going to be, whether 0, 1, or 1/2, then you can quickly add it and just estimate. So that's the whole point of this video, just to look at a fraction and quickly add or subtract it. So again, here we go. So 5/8. 4 is half of 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 5/8 is going to be close to 1/2. So we're going to put 5/8 halfway in between. -7/8. Well, the 7 is close to 8, so it's going to be closer to -1. -2/11. The 2 is far away from 11, so it's going to be real close to 0 on the negative side. -2/11. 4/9. 4/9 is roughly half. It's a little less than half, but 4 is almost half of 9, so we'll have 4/9 right next to 5/8. And then 15/16. 15 is close to 16, so it's going to be closer to 1 than anything else. And that's all we're doing in this video. So estimate. Now this is -52 1/5 plus 21 8/9 minus 14 7/8. Okay, so what we're going to do on this one is actually round to the nearest 1. So in the last video, we practiced rounding, but nothing here is stated. So when nothing here is stated, you want to round to the next lowest number. So all of these fractions will give us numbers less than 1. But we go to the next lowest. So we're going to round to let me do this in a different color. We're going to round to the 1s. And how do I know this? It's not stated. So we have to estimate, and we got to use a larger place value than the smallest one we're given, if that makes sense. And you'll see this come up in science class. Your smallest digit, you round to the next one to the left of it, or the next greatest place value. So we know that 1/5, 1 is far away from 5, so that's closer to 0. So we're going to estimate this to be -52. 8 is close to 9, so we're going to add 22. Same signs add and different signs subtract. So 2 minus 2 is 0. -5 plus 2 is -3. Take the sign of the larger number. And then 7 is close to 8, so that's going to be closer to 1. So we have -15. And same signs add, so just add here. Keep the sign. And -45 is the rough estimate. Now, you can go back and watch earlier videos on adding and subtracting integers or adding and subtracting fractions to see what we did here. And that's the end of our examples. I'll see you at the end of this video for the recap. Okay, so we're going to estimate using a number line. -1/4. 1/4 is close to 0, is negative. -1/4. 6/11 is roughly half, because 6 times 2 is 12. 6/11. 11/12 is closer to 1. And then -15/16 is close to -1. Okay, that's how we estimate where these numbers go on a number line. Okay, estimate 3.89 and 9 7/8. Okay, so we're going to be rounding to the 1. Here's the reason why. I know I just said earlier in this video that you round to the next smallest place value, but you have tenths and hundredths, and then you have a fraction. 7/8 is going to be a number less than 1, and it's going to have tenths, hundredths, and maybe thousands in it when you convert it into a decimal. But since this is a fraction and it's not in decimal form, I'm just going to round to the next lowest place value that I'm given. So I'm going to round to the ones. So look to the right, 8. This goes to 4. 4 plus -10. And that's positive because there's no sign written. Same signs add and different signs subtract. So 10 minus 4 is 6. And take the sign of the larger number. And there you go. And so that's this video for today. A nice short one for you. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. And remember, sometimes you may have to go back and look at previous lessons to catch up to where we are, and that's okay. That's why I have a lot of videos coming for you. So subscribe and hit that notification bell.